Hello and welcome back to 2K14 Universe. I am Jitch and you are watching Hell in a Cell.
Fatal four-way contest is a ladder match. Making his way to the ring from Hollywood, Florida, weighing 223 pounds, Dolph Ziggler.
Kicking things off as previously advertised, we've got ourselves a four-way ladder match to determine who will be the rightful owner of the Money in the Bank contract. There will only be one coming out of this. Going into this matchup, of course, Antonio Cesaro giving up his Raw contract and Jericho giving up his SmackDown contract. Only one briefcase will remain on both Raw and SmackDown, and that can be cashed in on any champion from any brand, which of course in turn could then shift the brand of the champion entirely. Dolph Ziggler kicking things off here tonight, set the face off in this big four-way ladder match, and he feels that it should have been him back at Money in the Bank that won the WWE title contract, won by Antonio Cesaro, who I believe had quite a grueling fight for his match, whereas Jericho, I think, snagged the briefcase very, very quickly, never really got much of a chance for that match to get going.
Approaching the ring from Switzerland, weighing 232 pounds, Antonio Cesaro.
Why this is in like 20 frames per second right now, but Antonio Cesaro coming down to the ring. Up next, of course, the former holder of what I call the WWE Championship briefcase. Now, it has been mentioned before that the briefcase can be cashed in on the Intercontinental Championship if you're the SmackDown briefcase holder, or the US Championship if you're on the the Raw brand. I don't really know if the terms, quite fit that he can cash in on a tag title match. I don't really know how that works, but I do know this: most, if not all, would choose to cash in their briefcase on a World Championship. And Antonio Cesaro, a lot of people feel that he had a lot of opportunities to cash his briefcase in, and he chose not to, and that he deserves to lose his briefcase with his recent fall from grace. But he did pick up a win this Monday on Raw, so take from that what you will. He at least has a little bit of momentum in his favor at the moment, even if not much. And that brings us to participant number 3. Yes.
From St. Louis, Missouri, weighing 245 pounds, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton.
Well, I wonder what Orton is functioning at here tonight mentally after taking a loss to the Big Show so quickly 2 days ago on SmackDown. He faced the Intercontinental and World Tag Team Champion, the Big Show, and the Big Show actually beat him in under 5 minutes in the main event of SmackDown, and I'll tell you, that definitely shakes your confidence a little bit. But unlike the other 3 competitors in this Money in the Bank ladder match, which is a weird thing to say we're having here at Hell in a Cell, by the way, but it is what it is. Unlike the other 3 competitors in this match, Randy Orton is no stranger to World Championships. In fact, World Championships are the only things Randy Orton has ever known. Since his debut here in this series, Randy Orton has been a multi-time world champion, including, I believe, I can never remember if it's 2 or 3. I think he held the World Heavyweight Championship 3 times. Might be 2. But, yeah, a classic rivalry with The Undertaker back at the very beginning of Season 1. Led right through to WrestleMania, where Randy Orton won the first ever WrestleMania main event. Some could argue that he doesn't need this briefcase, but he is currently banned from the World Championship of SmackDown, and obviously he can use that briefcase to also switch brands to Raw should he see the need to. And now we are awaiting the egomaniac of the match, who, by the way, will be competing again later on tonight to defend his World Tag Team Championship. I have a small update on that tag team title match, which was originally scheduled to be Jeri-Show up against Edge and Bret Hart, but Bret Hart obviously suffered some intense damage at the hands of Mark Henry. So there's been a lot of speculation on what is next for that World Tag Team title match.
From Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 231 pounds, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Jericho.
Well, I can confirm that per the SmackDown General Manager Paul Heyman, there will be a substitution of some sort. We've not been told who will be competing in the World Tag Team Championship match, but Jeri-Show will defend their tag team titles. What's more alarming is apparently Bret Hart has been seen in the building tonight. He suffered a concussion back at Friday Night SmackDown, the hands of Mark Henry. He's been strongly advised not to get in the ring and to stay away from any more potential danger from Mark Henry, but Hart is in attendance tonight. Let's hope he just remains in attendance and doesn't try to push himself too far. Well, remember, this is Season 4, so this ladder match will probably go either 12 minutes or 2. And there is no in between. Well, there is. The wait is finally over. So here we go. 4 top-tier superstars competing for a Money in the Bank contract. One of these 4 will be walking out with a guaranteed title shot of their choosing. Can literally use that briefcase to go for the World Heavyweight or WWE Championship.
Oh my God! Somebody's got to take that thing away from him. If you want to try, be my guest. A swift kick.
It would be honestly a little bit of a disgrace if you were in the shoes of Jericho or Cesaro tonight to lose this match, because of what it means to them to lose that guaranteed opportunity at either championship.
This Hell in a Cell event has been incredible.
It would be brutal, but one of them will. For sure, one of them will.
And there's another block.
Jericho was livid about this announcement, this unification match, but management both decided that Raw General Manager Stephanie McMahon as well as SmackDown General Manager Paul Heyman both decided that this was what would create more suspense, more mystique and interest around the Money in the Bank contract. And Jericho now going straight up, and this is exactly what he did at Money in the Bank. He just went straight for it. Randy! Sorry. I don't mind if Jericho wins, I just hate when they just ignore it.
This Hell in a Cell event has been incredible. Every match is just better than the last.
Jericho striking him down, and it looks like once again, Jericho is not wasting any time. He is repeating his strategy. What worked for him at Money in the Bank several months ago. And now Orton taking advantage of the fact that Jericho completely missed the briefcase. So both Jericho and Cesaro's contracts have been terminated, and a new contract has been put in their place inside of this one Money in the Bank briefcase. Antonio Cesaro, I don't know how he ever won the briefcase in the first place with actions like that. It's no surprise to see the SmackDown superstars facing off and the Raw superstars facing off in a way that feels natural. Of course, Antonio Cesaro and Dolph Ziggler are no strangers to each other. They got a lot of issues amongst the two of them, and they've been going on for a majority of this season. If I was Antonio, I would not be going outside to play with a ladder whilst Randy Orton is alone in that ring with the Money in the Bank briefcase. And Dolph and Jericho are very slow to do anything about it. Randy is... okay, never mind. I was about to say Randy is ready to take this one home, but, well, he came off the ladder and now he's going back up, and Jericho... Here we go. And there it is! The AI is so dumb in these matches, it's unreal. Well, I told you it could go either 2 minutes or 12. Randy Orton has taken home the Money in the Bank contract. So with this, Randy Orton can either compete for the World Heavyweight Championship, which he's banned from right now, or he could compete for the WWE Championship. This nullifies his ban. This could get him back in contention for the title. The question is, does he want to jump ship? Does he want that WWE Championship? This is an unpredictability factor. A tough loss for both Cesaro and Jericho, but I feel like it was the natural conclusion. I'm sorry it was so short-lived, but I knew it was going to be, because the AI in this game, they're literally drooling whilst they wrestle. As we move on to our next match, the Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Big Show set to face off against Sheamus, two of the most successful men in terms of wins and losses in this entire series, facing off for the Intercontinental Championship.
To the ring, standing 7 feet tall, weighing 441 pounds, is the Intercontinental Champion, the Big Show.
Well, Big Show coming on down to the ring for his first of 2 matches tonight. He'll be defending the World Tag Team Championship later on tonight alongside Chris Jericho. But first, a match between Big Show, who just hit 70 career overall victories, and Sheamus, the longest reigning of every championship he has held. By the way, that is an insane record. That is an unmatched record. You may overlook Sheamus these days, as it's been a while since he's held a championship for a long period of time, but Sheamus still holds the record for the longest European title reign, World Tag Team Championship reign, and World Heavyweight Championship reign.
And introducing the challenger from Dublin, Ireland, weighing 272 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
He also walks into tonight's match 64 victories, the second most victories overall in this entire series. Big Show at 70, Sheamus at 64, and I believe Randy Orton is third with 61 as of his match just now. If you want to know who the most successful superstars in terms of wins are, obviously that doesn't necessarily mean they're the greatest of all time. I mean, I'd argue Sheamus is. 3 records? That's insane. Well, this should be an interesting matchup. I don't believe these two have ever faced off before in this series. Intercontinental title on the line, a title Sheamus has never won. He's never even competed for it before tonight, I don't believe. Can he end the reign of the Big Show? And obviously, if Big Show does lose tonight, what does that mean for his upcoming World Tag Team title match? That would mean both him and Jericho have lost their singles credibility, so to speak. So here we go. This one should be pretty big. Sheamus and the natural way for Big Show to start off a match, of course. A little bit of a roll through. Now, this was actually a courtesy move by SmackDown management. They decided that because Big Show would have to compete twice here tonight, that his first match would be here in the second match of the card. And his, just like Jericho's would be in the first, and their other match where they're competing together would be the semi-main event. It will not headline the show, naturally, but it will be the semi-main event. The main event for tonight's event, of course, the longest reigning WWE champion, The Rock, set to step inside Hell in a Cell against Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold Steve Austin. Only one man can walk away the WWE champion.
This match is being televised around the world in 18 languages in over 110 countries.
I'll tell you, that is going to be one heated triple threat matchup inside Hell in a Cell, no less. Mark Henry set to compete against CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship as well later on tonight. Very interested to find out how that one goes down. Right now, CM Punk, a lot of people feel he doesn't have a chance. He doesn't have a hope in hell. But you know what? A lot of people didn't think CM Punk was going to beat Bret Hart for the World Heavyweight Championship, and he sure did. Mark Henry has said the difference between me and Bret is, okay, I may have lost my title to Zack Ryder. I may have not been at my best then, but I'm ready, I'm primed, I'm fresh, I'm 100%. You were dealing with a broken down Bret who is defending his title every week. It's not the same. And also, you're about to be locked inside Hell in a Cell with the Hall of Pain.
Listen to those clubbing shots from the Great White. Look at his chest. It's turning bright red, my God.
Well, he should have known this was going to be a competitive match. But so far, Big Show has continued to show that dominance that we've expected from him in past weeks. You know, Sheamus, as I mentioned before, though, very incredible history. 3 records. Longest reigning European champion, World Tag Team champion, and World Heavyweight champion. He's also the only man to have held the European Championship 3 times. As another side note there. Sheamus's great championship reign during the run of the United Kingdom back in Season 2 has not been beaten in 2 years. Bret Hart had an incredible run of defenses, but unfortunately his reign came to a very short end at the expense of that. I would say that Henry does have a point. Bret was definitely wearing himself thin, defending his championship as frequently as he was.
The championship hangs in the balance. Hard shot to the skull.
I do wonder if Sheamus wins the Intercontinental Championship tonight, can we expect another record in the cap of Sheamus? Will he also be the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion in due time? That would definitely be a very difficult record to beat. I believe John Morrison held that title for a very long time. Double check that, actually. I don't know how long the longest reigning Intercontinental Championship reign is. The longest Intercontinental Championship reign is John Morrison at 210 days. One of only 3 reigns in the company history to go over 200 days. Second to The Rock's WWE Championship reign, which I believe, because we skipped 2 weeks, I was wrong. I thought that there was 1. I believe he's actually also 210 days. So, currently tied, actually, my mistake. And, the United States Championship reign of Drew McIntyre is the longest in history, just over 300 days. Although, a lot of people can contest to that one, because Drew, while the title was inactive for a lot of Drew's reign, that does actually kind of, to some people, nullify that a little bit. And I can kind of understand where they're coming from. Hope to the eyes of Big Show is definitely not going to help him in the long run tonight. And for Big Show tonight, this is all about making sure that he's preserving himself for, you know, what's to come later on tonight. Assuming he's even concerned about the Tag Team Championship, with all due respect. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Humongous belly-to-belly by Sheamus sends the giant Big Show across the ring, and now striking him down.
Oh, big elbow. Did you see that, Cole? Talk about getting your spine adjusted.
You gotta think Randy Orton now, the new possessor of the Money in the Bank contract. That is one guy that is going to leave everyone on Raw and SmackDown looking over their shoulder. Like, it could not be on a more lethal man.
Without a doubt, probably one of the most dangerous matches in all of the WWE.
Very heated exchange between these two tonight. Really feels like they're both laying it on the line for the Intercontinental Championship. Big Show, I don't think particularly long into his reign at this point in time, but he has had many defenses. Been more than happy to try and tear down everyone who has stepped foot in the ring with him. I think Sheamus may be his greatest challenge yet. Back body drop sends Sheamus colliding into the mat, and now Sheamus, another big belly-to-belly.
A stiff shot with the elbow. And Sheamus unloads.
Sheamus here, striking down on the back of the Big Show.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness.
And here we go, white noise. You wouldn't see a lot of people do this. But white noise connecting on the Big Show. Sheamus into the cover. Is he? Not even close. And a bro kick. Will that be enough to put the Big Show away? No. And it should come as no surprise the Big Show has a lot more fight in him still. Some feel it's surprising that the Big Show has never held a World Championship in this series. Oh, hang on, this could be it. This is Season 4. We do love ending matches this way. Sheamus decided to release the hold. Some say it's quite the surprise that Big Show has not won a World Championship thus far, despite all of his success, which led to many to believe that initially when Jeri-Show reformed that Jericho was just trying to keep Big Show down. They seem like they're pretty, oh! Big spear by the Big Show. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This spells the end for Sheamus. Oh, never mind. I thought we were going to see a WMD, but a huge choke slam. Perhaps he had second thoughts there. Big Show into the cover, and oh, it's not over. And you got to wonder, would it have been over had he gone for the WMD instead? Headbutts the shoulder of Sheamus. Oh, I went to say elbow for some reason. Of course, you know, the neck elbow. The power of Sheamus is insane. Now, once again, trying to force a submission out of Big Show. And he could. He very well could, but even if he doesn't, this definitely wears the big man down. And he breaks the hold. This is awesome. Side suplex by the Big Show. And we should have known this match was going to go on long and it was going to be physical, and it certainly has been both of those things. Coming up next, we'll see if AJ Lee can repeat history. She set the face off for the Divas Championship against Summer Rae. Last year was when AJ Lee won her only Divas Championship to date. Sheamus with the submission hold applied here. Is it all over? Is this it? Still no. 3 times he's locked that in. 3 times the Big Show is not tapped out. And now a bear hug. And this could be enough to make Sheamus submit. It's more like the Big Show puts you in a bear hug. It takes some real fortitude to hang in there.
I think we could see a lot of punishment inflicted here.
Feels to me like even though we're over 10 minutes into this match, these two are still plenty ready to go.
Oh man, that is one way to bring down a giant.
And every time Sheamus goes running at Big Show, you can't help but wonder, are we about to see another bro kick? It's almost like he's testing Big Show's reflexes, seeing if he's less responsive, less capable of what the hell was that, Big Show? Why would you do that? Why would you start calling for a choke slam when Sheamus has stood right in front of you? Oh, here we go. Intercontinental Champion connecting one move after another. You gotta think he is really wearing himself down for tonight's tag team title defense. Huge crossbody connecting on Sheamus. Jericho may no longer be in possession of the briefcase, but he is damn near 100%. He didn't really take a lot of damage in that Money in the Bank ladder match. Side suplex to Big Show. Obviously, I felt that sequence we were about to see Big Show wrap things up, but Sheamus continues to show how much fight he's still got in him. Man, this is a very physical match, isn't it? Irish Curse backbreaker. Is it over? Is it over? Has Sheamus won it? Still no. Uh-oh. What dazed Sheamus? Invisible mist to the eyes and a WMD punch by Big Show. This one is over. Big Show retaining the Intercontinental Championship, doing what Jericho couldn't, picking up an important victory tonight.
Here is your winner, and still the Intercontinental Champion, the Big Show.
There should be no doubt in anyone's mind.
Well, that was a great competitive fight. Big Show just beat the longest reigning World Heavyweight Champion in history to retain the Intercontinental Championship, and it really feels like there is no one that can take this big man down in his success as Intercontinental Champion. We'll see if he can retain the World Tag Team title later on tonight, though. An 11-minute match going into that semi-main event, that World Tag title defense, and they don't even know who they're up against. That's going to be a very interesting matchup, but the show carries on. Up next, Divas Championship. It's Summer Rae defending the title against AJ Lee in what I think is a first-time matchup between these two.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Divas Championship. Making her way to the ring from Raleigh, North Carolina, she is the Divas Champion, Summer Rae.
There she is, the Divas Champion, Summer Rae, who has been on a roll as Divas Champion ever since making her debut earlier this season. She worked her way up the ranks very gracefully, but quickly. And before long, she was defeating Lita for the Divas Championship. And it feels like since then, no one has been able to... I don't actually think that's who she won the Divas title from, by the way. But I think she actually won it from Natalya. Yeah, that's right, she did. She did retain against Lita, though. But one woman I don't believe she's crossed paths with yet is the woman who won that title last year at Hell in a Cell. It's been one full year since AJ Lee's, I'd say, major upset victory. It was a four-way elimination match. AJ Lee, Beth Phoenix, Eve, and Lita. Lita had eliminated 2 out of 3 opponents, but AJ Lee, when it came down to the final 2, managed to pull off the huge underdog win over Lita. They carried on to have a very long feud that ended with AJ coming up short, never being able to win the big one again after she lost the championship very quickly to Beth Phoenix. We'll find out tonight if AJ Lee is destined to finally capture it again. It has been a very, very long story that has involved AJ taking loss after loss after loss, finally turning that around for herself in recent times. Is tonight the big night where it finally happens? And if not, what does she do to change things? How does she turn that luck around? I'll tell you this, Summer Rae has been impressive, incredible as Divas Champion. If she defeats AJ Lee here tonight, I believe she's beaten pretty much everyone on the active women's roster, as a matter of fact. I don't really know what happens from there. I guess she just continues to defend the title in the hopes that eventually someone could maybe dethrone her. Huge flying forearm by Summer Rae. And of course, Summer, the dance partner of the extremely popular Fandango, who suffered his first SmackDown loss 2 days ago. No, sorry, 16 days ago. I forgot about the 2-week gap to Ryback. Summer Rae looking impressive so far in the starting, but AJ Lee not going to back down. That's one thing that I think has kept AJ Lee going, is she has a whole lot of heart. She's got more than I think most would believe. There is no quit in AJ Lee. She will not give up easy, if ever at all. She has had many opportunities at the championship in the past, and despite whenever she comes up short, she will always continue to pursue that title. It has always eaten away at AJ Lee how short-lived her Divas Championship reign was. I believe it was just over 2 weeks. Maybe just under, one of the two, but she lost the championship back to the former champion Beth Phoenix, who went on to lose the title to Lita, and that ended up being the retirement of Beth Phoenix, one of the greatest women we've ever seen compete. Some huge shoes to fill those were, but I feel like Lita did a great job of that. Ever since losing to Summer Rae, we haven't really seen a lot of Lita. I imagine in due time we'll see more of her again, hopefully. Takedown by Summer Rae as she now kicks away violently at the face of AJ Lee.
I'm not sure, but AJ could be with us physically, but mentally somewhere else after that crack to the head.
Was AJ really ever with us mentally? Well, I gotta tell you right now, this is looking very much like a match that falls in the favor of Summer Rae once again, the untouchable Divas champion, but I stand corrected, sliced bread. That could be it. That could be enough. Summer covered by AJ Lee, and it's a kick out. And now AJ not going to back down. Shining Wizard. Shining Wizard connecting on Summer Rae. Go for the cover. Don't waste time. She wasn't near the ropes. What are you doing? That's it. She's going to kick out. I'm telling you, I told you. You wasted too much time. You got to capitalize big. Nice DDT by AJ. So gonna say definitely cover off of that. Is it gonna be enough to get the job done? No. Oh wow, that was a mid-air collision from the both of them. Didn't really seem like either of them got the best of that one. Got another match coming your way from Raw. Up next, the Double Championship Tag Team match. Very unique match, this one. Bryce Walker and Daniel Bryan set to challenge both Cody Rhodes and Kofi Kingston, the new Millennia, competing for 2 championships tonight. What is this? It's like a modified figure 4. Quite smart, really. The boot really pushing into the knee. And, oh no! That huge heel kick from Summer Rae, but Summer making the same mistake AJ did. You gotta go for the cover sometimes. Take the risk on them being close to the ropes. Is it over? No! This one continues. AJ not backing down. She's still got some fight left in her. Cover attempt. Only a 1. AJ's got to try and keep that control because Summer could be one big move away from winning this matchup. From continuing her reign as Divas champion, which has been so impressive. Great takedown by Summer Rae, and now under the submission hold, and of course this is season 4, so expect this to be the end. Nope, not this time.
What's going to happen now? I'm scared to ask.
Nice takedown by AJ Lee. And oh, drives the knee into the back of Summer Rae.
Can't wait for this one, Jerry. Divas Championship is on the line.
We can't wait. We're 5 minutes into the match. Pay attention, would you? Submission hold applied here. Is this going to be enough? I think probably. I think unfortunately AJ has had enough in this match. She's been in this for a long time. Never mind. She feeds off the doubt. I gotta doubt her. Knee to the midsection by AJ Lee, and Hurricane Rana, yeah, takedown. AJ into the cover. Is it over? It would have been a strange finish, but it was possible. AJ Lee, sliced bread, center of the ring, no less. Finally? Is it finally going to happen? This is the cover. It's over. Good Lord. Good God Almighty. Good God. The dream come true, damn it. 1 whole year of chasing that championship. AJ is finally the Divas champion for the 2nd time in her career after losing the title so quickly last year. We'll see if fate changes for AJ Lee. What a huge win this is. Congratulations to the brand new champion. A humongous win over a seemingly unbeatable Summer Rae. Huge congrats to AJ. As we move on, will we have 2 new champions and 1 on Raw? A double championship tag team match is next.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, Daniel Bryan, Bryce Walker, and the new Millennia.
Well, this is an interesting matchup. We've had a couple of these in the past, but here tonight we got ourselves a double championship match. This came after Daniel Bryan earned himself a United States Championship opportunity by defeating Cody Rhodes. Bryce Walker then earned himself a European Championship opportunity by defeating Kofi Kingston. Bryan pitched that they have both championships on the line in a tag team match to condense the show down, and management agreed. So here tonight, the experienced tag team of the new Millennia face off against the unlikely combination of Kofi and Cody. And Kofi and Cody have a lot to lose here. I hope they've been at least practicing as a tag team for tonight, because this is definitely not going to be an easy match for an inexperienced team.
Weighing 221 pounds, the European champion, Kofi Kingston.
Because basically the way this works out here tonight is will be one fall to the finish. If Daniel Bryan pins Kofi, then Bryce Walker is the new European champion and Daniel Bryan is the new United States champion. It doesn't matter who pins who. The simple fact of the matter is, if the new Millennia win, then Daniel Bryan becomes United States champion and Bryce Walker becomes European champion. We saw this past Monday on Raw, Daniel Bryan defeat Kofi Kingston in singles competition. Bryce Walker suffered a loss to the United States champion, Cody Rhodes, that same episode. And there has been apparently some tension brewing amongst the new Millennia as, well, that's just fan speculation. There isn't really anything more to it than that. I don't know where I was going with the as. Yeah. So we'll see how exactly that unfolds.
And his tag team partner, from Marietta, Georgia, weighing 223 pounds, the United States champion, Cody Rhodes.
So Cody Rhodes, of course, the United States champion, captured the title back at SummerSlam. Here we are just 2 months later, and he has had a few defenses under that championship, but here tonight, perhaps one of the toughest, a tag team double title match. I believe the championship has changed hands, not this championship maybe, I don't remember which, but I do believe a championship has changed hands in a double title match in the past, so it is entirely possible that it could happen here tonight. Cody Rhodes really tore the house down when he won that championship, 2 out of 3 falls at SummerSlam. He has been laying it all on the line as a proud United States champion. And it would be a shame to see it end tonight, but it very well could, and it could be Kofi that loses his championship for him. To start things off, it's Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston, which, of course, as I mentioned before, is a little bit of a mismatch here. Daniel Bryan, of course, does hold a victory over Kofi Kingston, but that is not who Daniel Bryan is contesting for the championship of. But I guess this is the game plan, right? Daniel Bryan holds a victory over Kofi, so he wants to start things off against him and see if he can just beat him without ever letting Cody get tagged in. I kind of get it.
So much on the line in this one. Like they say, on any given night, anything can happen in the WWE.
Bryan whipped back there. Elbow by Kofi Kingston. It should be a great tag team match. 1 of 2 we've got here tonight. The World Tag Team Championship apparently still set to be defended later on in the night. Don't know who is going to be stepping up to face Jeri-Show, but so far Big Show retaining the Intercontinental Championship, whilst Jericho lost his Money in the Bank contract. We could see a Randy Orton cash in as soon as tonight. Bryce walking out, moonsault there on Kofi Kingston. And Kofi looking to be in a bit of no man's land right now. And well, that is the problem, is this is an experienced tag team. Bryce Walker owes a lot to Daniel Bryan, as Bryan is the reason that Walker is a part of the Monday Night Raw roster. He personally scouted him from NXT and took him under his wing as his student. Some people feel that there's beginning to be a bit of an attitude problem for Bryce Walker when it comes to his mentor Daniel Bryan. Perhaps fear of being overshadowed by Bryan's popularity. We say Bryan hates those yes chants, but I don't know that he does, I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, he's the one that started him. He's taking down Cody, and of course this was the match we saw on Monday.
That was one vicious neck breaker. We're in the feeling out process here. Who's going to get the advantage and maintain
Now
control?
coming off the ropes, and big knee to the head. Kofi going into the ring and looking to take down Daniel Bryan, no? Cover attempt here by Cody, and this will be a very early finish for this matchup.
Both of these teams have been very game so far.
And now Walker looking to make the tag. It looked like Daniel may have accidentally hit Bryce there. I don't think he meant to.
When Cody Rhodes is working on all cylinders, he's just so dangerous. Great counter from Daniel Bryan.
Oh, double teamwork here by Kofi Kingston and Cody. I gotta say, I'm really digging their tag team look here tonight, actually.
And this one is absolutely huge.
Quite well matched. Very similar colors to their opponents, but that's neither here nor there.
And he's caught.
Caught in the corner now. Cody Rhodes, oh, big slap across the face of Daniel Bryan. And Cody is not afraid to really lay into his opponents. And of course, he is no stranger to tag team competition. Former World Tag Team Champion Kofi, a former WWE Tag Team Champion, something that neither Bryce or Bryan have ever achieved. It's just that they've never teamed together.
So far, this has been a very competitive tag team.
Cover here by Cody Rhodes, and that is not enough.
That's about it. This Hell in a Cell event has been incredible.
I'm really enjoying the Hell in a Cell matches so far. I really don't like events called Hell in a Cell.
Kofi's speed comes into play.
Kofi with a takedown, and now kicking the back of Daniel Bryan. And up next, we have our first Hell in a Cell match, as a matter of fact. CM Punk set to go inside Satan's structure with Mark Henry for the World Heavyweight Championship. And that is really any man's game.
He looks fired up here.
Daniel Bryan now in control, and it looks like he's sent to the corner. Bryce looking for the tag, and Daniel Bryan completely dismissing Bryce's call for the tag. Goes off the top here. And Bryan with the takedown. Has he got Kofi Kingston right where he wants him? Yep, censor those. You don't want to hear that.
Whoa, Bryan just cutting down his
Bryan to the cover here, and has he got a victory here? Cody breaks up the pin.
And there's still plenty of fight left. I can't believe everything that's transpired.
Now
thus
a
far.
tag made
Physical.
to Cody Rhodes, and Daniel Bryan ducks it, and he doesn't just duck it, he ducks it straight into a label lock.
Oh my, there's the submission.
Is he going to force a submission out of Cody Rhodes? Cody Rhodes manages to hang in there. What is Bryce doing? Bryce, strangely timed attack there on Kofi Kingston. Not quite sure what he's doing there. Perhaps it's the rookie in Bryce showing itself a little bit.
Submission machine.
The knee to the face of Daniel Bryan.
There's the pin. And Daniel Bryan avoids the early pin. And he has to make a tag to his fresh partner.
Yeah, I would say Daniel Bryan, vital right now that he gets out of the ring.
Cody gets blasted.
Daniel Bryan trying to get the fans to actually chant yes. Is he feeling okay?
Oh, the elbow connects. This has been a war. Watch it, watch it.
Ooh, muscle buster, spin out muscle buster at that. Cover attempt here on Daniel Bryan, and Walker breaks things up there.
Without a doubt, probably one of the most dangerous matches in all of the WWE.
Bryan with a spinning uppercut, and this is all about the United States Championship when you look at the two in the ring right now. Cover attempt and only a 1. Spin out strike to the face of Cody Rhodes, and now Daniel Bryan continues to be very much in control. Bryan going up top here, and an elbow drop that misses completely.
And did you hear the impact on that kick?
Submission hold applied here. Daniel Bryan could be in trouble, and Bryce breaks it up. And Bryan really needs to make a tag out here. Cody Rhodes, Alabama Slam. Whoa, voice lost there. Alabama Slam attempt here by Cody Rhodes connecting. Daniel Bryan pin, but he quickly kicks out of that one. Credit where due. Daniel Bryan got a lot of fight in him still. Really got to get Bryce Walker in there, though, I would say. He's wasting a lot of time by hogging the spotlight here, and now Daniel Bryan. Oh, Bryce. Perhaps he'd seen enough there as he gets inside the ring, and Daniel Bryan. It seems to me Bryce Walker tagged himself in, got hit with a crossroads. Daniel Bryan knocked off the apron by Kofi Kingston, and that's it. Ooh. Bryce Walker perfectly timed tagging himself in at the worst time, and that's a double title retention at the expense of Bryce. Well, I guess in a way he's got nobody to blame but himself there. Bryan was clearly calling for the Basiku knee, and Daniel Bryan was clearly calling for the Basiku knee. Daniel Bryan decided, Daniel Bryan was calling for the Basiku knee. Bryce decided to tag himself in, only to get caught with a crossroads, knocked off by Kofi Kingston. Was Daniel Bryan, and these two retaining the championships. Huge congrats to these two on retaining the United States and European championships collectively. And well, there might be a price to pay for Bryce Walker's mistakes there, as he kind of blew that one all on his own. And, despite their shortcomings, Daniel Bryan trying to get the fans' adoration here as he offers a handshake to Bryce Walker coming out of that, and Walker... Whoa! Why would you... Why? Why did Bryce... What on earth? That was your loss, Bryce. Why would you do that?
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, this match really did come out of nowhere. It was only a couple SmackDowns ago that we saw Mark Henry absolutely lay into CM Punk. A very surprising return from Mark Henry, I might add. We hadn't seen Henry for a while. But I want to talk a little bit about what we just witnessed. What on earth happened with Bryce Walker? I mean, you're the one that took the loss. Why would you strike your own mentor? I mean, I get it. Bryan could be a little bit of an egomaniac. I mean, he was trying to get the fans to cheer for them despite a loss. But, you know, he's trying to be in good spirits. Fairness to him after losing a championship match. Trying to say, look, kid, I know you made a mistake, but I forgive you. Offering that handshake. Very clear signal of respect from his mentor. I don't understand why Bryce would strike Daniel Bryan like that. I'm sure there'll be more to come from that on tomorrow's episode of Raw. But now we move on to the main event here for, well, I say the main event for SmackDown. We've actually got another SmackDown match after this. This is technically the top billing match of SmackDown. It's just that the tag team title match was pushed back to give Jericho and Big Show some breathing room. As they were both in action to kick off tonight's show. And there you see the World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk, who is beyond ready to try and settle the score with Mark Henry, who took out Bret Hart just a couple of weeks ago on SmackDown. And that was a very brutal attack from Mark Henry. World's strongest slam. That huge boot between Bret's head and the ring post, which gave Bret a pretty serious concussion, and then smashing him through the barricade. Honestly, it's a good thing we had this couple weeks away. It gave Bret the room to be in attendance here tonight, and I'm sure Bret will be watching this match very carefully. Can't help but wonder, is what Henry said true? If it was Henry in Punk's shoes, would Henry have defeated Bret for the World Heavyweight Championship? Henry feels he's been disrespected, made a joke out of. He says, look, I slipped up once by losing the European Championship to Zack Ryder, but I'm going to tell you the truth, my heart wasn't in that championship. I knew I deserved more, and I wanted free from the shackles of the European Championship. And I got to say, after seeing the way Mark Henry absolutely destroyed Zack Ryder and R-Truth in a 2-on-1 match, might I add, well, he's definitely more focused than he was when he was facing Ryder for the European Championship. But does this mean serious danger for CM Punk to agree to be locked inside a cell with such a dangerous man? I just hope Punk knows what he's doing. This could be a very short-lived championship reign.
From Silsbee, Texas, weighing 418 pounds, the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. And his opponent, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
And Punk said that Mark Henry humiliated him when he attacked him, but yeah, he can understand. He also cut to the front of the line just like Punk did. He gets it. He understands that frustration that Mark Henry feels, and in a way he can sympathize. But where Punk says he draws the line is that this issue that Mark Henry has is with him, not with Bret. And he didn't need to do what he did last week. Well, last episode of SmackDown. It wasn't last week. It was actually three weeks ago, I think. Technically speaking. 16 days ago. Mark Henry starting things off CM Punk starting things off very quickly in control of Mark Henry. And that's the thing, is Punk's going to have to use his speed, his endurance to his finest here. He's not exactly unheard of in overcoming this kind of uphill obstacle. I mean, I said before, his victory over Bret Hart alone was definitely a monumental, historic victory for CM Punk. One that I think a lot of people didn't see coming. Punk's first ever defense as World Heavyweight Champion is inside Hell in a Cell against the world's strongest man. You know, Mark Henry is technically no stranger to World Championships. I know we don't always really talk about it, but the ECW World Heavyweight Championship was a valid world title at one point, and Mark Henry was a proud holder of that championship for quite some time. Right now, Punk really trying to wear out Mark Henry. The thing about Mark Henry you got to bear in mind is that this man is like a sponge for abuse. All this punishment that Punk's trying to dish out, it ain't going to do much to Mark Henry. It's going to take a lot. Punk hopping over that rope and into the ring. Still to come up next, we got the World Tag Team Championship on the line. Jeri-Show set to defend against a mystery opponent. Is this going to be a... Okay, no! Fall away slam by Mark Henry. Yeah, we got that mystery tag team championship match. Jeri-Show set to face off against who knows who. Bret Hart is in attendance. I do believe he'll be making an appearance for this World Tag Team Championship match. Whether or not he is deciding to try and go through with it or not, I couldn't honestly tell you. But I know that Bret Hart will be making an appearance up next. In our main event, though, the WWE Championship on the line. Triple threat, the longest reigning WWE Champion in history. The longest reigning World Champion in series history. The Rock 210 days, I believe, as WWE Champion. Will it come to an end inside Hell in a Cell? Stone Cold Steve Austin and Hulk Hogan, two of the biggest names in wrestling history, facing off against arguably the biggest name in wrestling history, The Rock. What a triple threat that's going to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, the scene is set. One of these men will leave here the world champion.
Right now, though, you focus on this match here. CM Punk really giving it his all against Mark Henry, and I've got to say, so far, he's actually been very impressive in this match. I feel like he's really managed to keep control of Mark Henry, keep him neutralized. Punk did say, let's see how tough you are when you're not jumping someone from behind, or better yet, hopping out from under the ring. No. There's no denying that Mark Henry is a very powerful guy, but yes, he did resort to some less than friendly tactics, shall we say, when it came to his approach to getting this opportunity. I feel like that's the real double-edged sword part of it there, though, is the fact that CM Punk can understand Mark Henry's frustration, that he can look at this situation, he can say to himself, look, I get it. I understand why you wanted to jump to the front of the line. I just think, hey, you want a shot, you should have said so. You know, as I was talking about on the build-up to Hell in a Cell, no one had actually earned an opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship. There wasn't enough time, really, to set that one up. It was supposed to be Bret Hart's rematch for the World Heavyweight Championship, but Hart turned it down. He said, look, I don't want to, you know, maybe one day I want to get back in the ring with CM Punk, but right now, I don't want to risk taking that spotlight from him. I feel like in a way that's quite a disrespectful comment from Bret Hart, but, you know, Bret said, I don't really feel up to setting foot inside a Hell in a Cell, and I can respect that. I don't really think setting foot in Hell in a Cell's event and facing off against both the Intercontinental and World Tag Team Champion Big Show in 2 matches against him was going to be much better for his body, but Bret said, look, I'm a little worn out. I don't want to set foot inside Hell in a Cell. I don't want to go to war with CM Punk. I respect this guy. I think he's the future. He was a worthy man to defeat me for the World Heavyweight Championship. I want to take my step back, and I want to let him enjoy that. I do wonder if down the line we'll see Bret and Punk share a ring again. All I know is right now, as far as I know, Bret has been advised not to set foot in the ring, so hopefully not anytime soon. Strike to the back of CM Punk and takes down Mark Henry with that neck breaker. You know, these two have got to bear in mind as well, though, Randy Orton is in possession of that Money in the Bank briefcase, and he's wanted a world title for as long as I can remember. I mean, he was screwed out of his WWE Championship, what, back last year? Around about Vengeance. No, SummerSlam, sorry. It's been a year and 2 months since Randy Orton last held a World Championship, and he has been lusting for that World Heavyweight Championship. He went to war with Triple H over the World Heavyweight Championship. Uh-oh. This could be the beginning of the end for CM Punk. Mark Henry scooping him up for the World's Strongest Man, but Punk smart enough to reverse it. And Punk scooping up Mark Henry. My God. Okay. I didn't realize he could do that. Go to sleep. Is this one over? No, just a 2 count there. I love me a Hell in a Cell match that doesn't utilize the Satan structure. That's just a standard match inside of a cage. I love it. No disqualification, falls count anywhere. So let's keep this traditional and in the ring. Kick to the back of Mark Henry, and CM Punk floated a DDT. Nicely executed. Oh, low blow to Punk, and that's the thing, is inside Hell in a Cell, it is all legal. Gorilla press attempt by Henry, but Punk really not letting up here. And there seems to be a lot of animosity, a lot of hatred brewing in CM Punk for Mark Henry. I think there's a lot of disdain amongst everyone in the SmackDown locker room for what Henry did to Bret, a very respected locker room leader. Rolling away at Mark Henry now, CM Punk. Effective in that ring at all times. All time. And a side suplex takes down CM Punk. Henry into the cover, and oh, very quick kick out by Punk there. Goes to drive those knees in, but no. Henry with a takedown of his own.
And that one hurt his hand. Man, against the world's strongest man, do you try to win the match, or are you happy just to survive? A sharp kick.
CM Punk, big kick to the back of Mark Henry. This one really feels very evenly matched. I'll say a critical moment in this match was Punk showing that he has the wherewithal to get out of the world's strongest slam. And for someone like Mark Henry, Punk is a little bit of a worm, so to speak. He's going to be a lot faster and a lot more capable of getting out of a lot, should he be able to use his wit. And that's why Henry's got to really stay hard on the offense, which he is absolutely doing right now. Oh, God. You notice Punk's head whipping off those ropes. Those don't have a lot of give in them. Mark Henry has completely turned this around, and I think that's where Henry separates himself from a lot of big men in the wrestling world. And one of the classic strategies against a big man is to outlast them, to let them tire themselves out. I don't think Mark Henry does get tired out. You don't become world's strongest man from a lack of endurance. You notice Punk was favoring those ribs. Perhaps the damage from the world's strongest slam a few weeks back setting in, I don't know. You know, I can't help but think if Bret hadn't saved Punk from Mark Henry's attack on SmackDown those weeks back, what would have happened? Henry was about to grab a chair when that happened, and is this enough? Oh! Oh my God. Oh, this could be it. This could be all of it. World's strongest slam on CM Punk. World Heavyweight Championship on the line. Cover attempt on Punk. Henry is the new World Heavyweight Champion. Well, unfortunately, it was a flash in the pan victory for CM Punk. And I got a bad feeling for everybody on SmackDown coming out of this one. Mark Henry went to war with CM Punk inside Hell in a Cell, and unfortunately he shut down that Cinderella story, that massive victory for CM Punk that he got over Bret Hart, showing that maybe if he got that shot at Bret all along, it would have gone down like this. An emotional win for Mark Henry, his first World Heavyweight Championship. I got a feeling we're in for a long, dominant reign from this man, the new world champ. But anyway, we've got to carry on. Up next, the World Tag Team Championships are on the line. Jeri-Show set to defend those titles against, well, we don't know. All I know is Bret Hart is apparently scheduled to make an appearance. Will he be in this match? Maybe. He's been cleared. I don't think that's a wise choice. Maybe. Oh, here he comes. What does this mean for tonight's Tag Team Championship match? He looks ready to compete. Well, I can't imagine how Bret Hart feels having seen Mark Henry defeat CM Punk inside Hell in a Cell for that World Heavyweight Championship. Knowing how much Punk put into that championship, knowing what that meant to Punk. I can't imagine Bret is very happy with the way things went down, but obviously Mark Henry, he's a freak of nature, and as I said, I feel like we were in for a very dominant reign as World Heavyweight Champion. The Hitman is out first here tonight. We haven't seen the Tag Champs yet. I don't really know what the Hitman is, or what he's doing out here. Not been announced as a competitor or a manager or anything. I don't know. Is he the official, maybe? Guest referee? Who knows? Bret Hart making an appearance, though, as promised. Former World Heavyweight Champion and Intercontinental Champion. Well, Bret is standing by at ringside as we are now getting ready for this Tag Team Championship match. Do you want to take a seat, Bret? Maybe commentate with me?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Championship. On the way to the ring.
Well said, you dumbass.
They are the World Tag Team Champions.
Big Show, where'd your belt go?
Jericho.
Oh, there it is.
And the Big Show.
Well, Jeri-Show have a 50-50 record coming in tonight. Jericho clearly not very happy, having lost his Money in the Bank briefcase. I don't think he would have cashed in on Mark Henry anyway. That guy got a death wish? Whoa, what a great angle. Well, Jeri-Show ready to defend those tag team titles against all comers. Bret Hart stood by at ringside. Is he going to compete here tonight? We are waiting to find out what is actually happening with the World Tag Team Championship tonight. But no news on this at all, other than that Jeri-Show are defending those tag team championships. Yeah, I think Bret's competing. I think Bret Hart is actually going to compete here tonight. Here comes Edge, his tag team partner. Whoa!
Introducing the challengers. Accompanied by Bret the Hitman Hart. At a total combined weight of 468 pounds. Edge and Christian.
What a huge surprise this is! Bret Hart not cleared to compete here tonight, and Christian finally reuniting with Edge after many, many months of issues between them and even branding the colors of the Hitman. No title introduction, screw that. Well, this is for the World Tag Team Championship. Edge and Christian wearing the colors of Bret Hart here tonight. It seems like Christian has finally turned things around.
What a match this is going to be.
I'm really glad to see it. Edge and Christian with Bret Hart in their corner. What a trio. What an iconic Canadian trio.
Collar and elbow tie-up. Only one can come out ahead.
We have not seen Edge and Christian team up since losing the WWE Tag Team Championships to 3MB back at WrestleMania 3. A loss that they took very personally. They went through a lot emotionally, mentally. A lot of growth, I would say. A lot of maturing, especially on Edge's part. I mean, I don't know. The thing is, I don't know if I trust Christian just yet. This guy has had some real issues with Bret Hart. He has been the real instigator of, well, a lot of things that went wrong with Bret's career earlier on. Real fixated on that Intercontinental Championship.
Edge.
What a trio this could be. What a night this could be. Edge and Christian maybe winning their third tag team championship as a team. I think at this point they are the longest tenured tag team we've ever had in this series. They've not officially ever split. I mean, the whole time, you know, they weren't teaming up together, and even after having that one-on-one match with each other a while back, they were always registered as an official tag team here on SmackDown. It's just that with them not competing, they dropped the rankings right to the bottom. But obviously, Edge was the #1 contender for the World Tag Team title. With Bret not being able to compete, this actually makes a lot of sense that Christian would step in and take his place. Bret may not be able to compete, but he can certainly be at ringside. Perhaps to watch these guys get destroyed by the Big Show. A smart move by Jericho to get the big man in. And this could be his 72nd career victory here tonight if he retains those World Tag Team titles. And the question is, if he does, where do they go from here? Even if Edge and Christian win those tag team titles, you know, what's next in line for them?
The cell seems to haunt the arena. Everything about this Hell in a Cell pay-per-view is terrifying.
Edge has expressed a lot of remorse for not being present on the night of SmackDown where Mark Henry took out Bret Hart. He says, I wish I could have been there. He can now reveal he was talking things over with Christian. Bret was initially thinking of letting Christian step in the ring and have this match happen anyway. He said if he faced Big Show for the Intercontinental title, he didn't want to take up too much space on the show. So Bret was looking at trying to get these two back together anyway, and I gotta tell you, Bret's a great locker room leader. He's a real respected guy on SmackDown. There's not been anyone quite like him, and I do wonder if this will be a big night for Edge and Christian. Obviously, Edge has gained a lot of momentum in the past. Of course, this all comes kind of full circle for Christian if he can win this here tonight, because it was Big Show that took the Intercontinental Championship away. This all started out over the Intercontinental title. The issues between Bret, Edge, and Christian. Initially, Bret screwed out of the Intercontinental title by both Edge and Christian. Edge, some point down the line, began to let his childhood adoration of Bret Hart take over, and it kind of reflected on what are we doing here, Christian? Why are we doing this to Bret? He was there when Bret won the World Heavyweight Championship back at SummerSlam. Been in Bret's corner for a long time from that moment onwards and before then, although there was initially some distrust. Once it became clear that Edge could actually be trusted, it seemed like Bret really wanted to get Christian back on board, and he finally has here tonight, and these two working great as a tag team. And obviously Jericho could eat a second loss tonight. Not just his Money in the Bank contract, but his tag team titles as well. Just one more match to come here tonight. The WWE Championship on the line. Triple threat, Hell in a Cell. Longest reigning WWE Champion, The Rock, set to defend against Stone Cold Steve Austin and Hogan. And these fans letting us know that Jericho sucks Edge-o-matic into the cover. Is this going to be enough? Almost. I'll tell you, Big Show can't afford to be that slow right now. Edge and Christian, they're literally the best tag team I think we've ever seen here. Oh. Beat off of Edge by Edge. I don't know why I said it like that. Goes for a big strike, but Big Show turns things around. And Edge with a side suplex to the Big Show. Big Show went through a grueling 11+ minute fight with Sheamus earlier in the night. And a spear might be all she wrote for the Jeri-Show's tag title. No. So there was a little bit of a miscommunication between Edge and Christian there. Man, I'd hate to see these two go their separate ways after what happened with New Millennia earlier on. Take down there by Edge, and Big Show getting all fired up now. Edge with a great reversal. I'm going to say Jeri-Show definitely had a disadvantage, but, you know, Paul Heyman, the SmackDown General Manager, he said it best. He said, you guys want to hold every title here on SmackDown? That's what you got to go through. You have to defend them all. Okay, Jericho had a briefcase, not a title, but, you know, that was leading to him cash again for the World Heavyweight Championship, was the understanding. And, look at Bret here. Bret actually getting a little involved here. It's very uncharacteristic for Bret Hart. Edge, this could be one of the biggest collisions in this ring. Huge superplex. I think Big Show competed for almost 20 minutes so far here tonight. He really needs to tag out. We need to see Jericho back in that ring, but I don't think Jericho wants to get back in that ring. He wants to let Big Show do all of his dirty work. Jeri-Show, 2-time World Tag Team Champions. World Tag titles, actually titles that Edge and Christian never held. They do hold the record as the longest reigning WWE Tag Team Champions of all time, though. Oh, poke to the eyes. Big Show, a shoulder tackle.
Good Lord, look at the fire in his eyes.
And it looks like Jericho is in. And he takes Edge down. I'm starting to think Edge may need to get the tag in. And Edge now coming in hot. Striking down Chris Jericho. Oh, roll-up attempt here by Chris Jericho. Could be, oh, never mind. I was about to say could be very well placed, but I guess not. Referee getting in the face of Bret. Bret obviously pointing out that Edge was in the ropes. I don't think the referee needed to be informed of that. And it sounds like the referee has said no more Bret Hart in this match. Honestly, for his own safety, that may not be such a bad thing. And the fans chanting, "We want Christian." A few months ago, I would have never expected to have heard that.
Back into the ring now.
Christian is in, and this is all about redemption right here. Christian got that history with Big Show, lost his Intercontinental title to the Big Show. Imagine if he could pin the Big Show. You might not need to imagine. Kill switch. Edge takes Jericho off the ropes. Christian, go for the cover, damn it. Go for the cover. Is this it? Christian pins. No, that would have been so poetic. Oh. Big back body drop. And a tag made. In comes Jericho. What a crazy night here it's been at Hell in a Cell. So much has happened. I feel like this has been a very, very major, eventful show. From Randy Orton becoming Money in the Bank holder. AJ Lee finally capturing the Divas Championship. Bryce Walker turning on his mentor Daniel Bryan. Big Show managing to defeat Sheamus to retain the Intercontinental title. Mark Henry becoming World Heavyweight Champion. And now Edge and Christian finally back together as a tag team. And Big Show busted open. Oh, never mind. But Big Show still dazed. Edge, what are you doing? Edge, what is... What a great ring of WWE talents here. I'd hate to see these guys anywhere else. Four great WWE veterans. Cover attempt here by Edge. And a kick out. It's really gross to think we could see this match in 2024. I don't think we will, but we could. Cover attempt. And, oh, imagine. That could be it. Bret Hart no longer there for moral support for Edge and Christian. Does he need to be, though? One of the greatest tag teams we've ever witnessed. Debuted at WrestleMania 2. Won the tag team titles from DX. Had an almost year-long reign. Had a small breakup in between where they lost the titles to the Road Warriors. They won them back and retired the Road Warriors. And then went on to hold them right through to WrestleMania 3. We're finally seeing them back in tag team competition here tonight. A huge clothesline by Edge takes down the Big Show. Cover attempt here by Edge. And Jericho gets back in the ring. Jericho and Big Show seem to be in a bad way. You know, all this extra competition will do that for you. Honestly, Big Show needs to get out of there. Well past 20 minutes of action here tonight for the Big Show. Busted open. Had a grueling fight with Sheamus. Jericho may need to fight this one alone. Into the corner of Edge and Christian perfectly catches Jericho, and these two are not afraid to fight a little dirty. Jericho now put in a sleeper. This is a classic way to win matches. And it is, because Big Show did not manage to break it up somehow. What a great finish. Dumped out of the ring goes Big Show, and Edge and Christian are the World Tag Team Champions. What a massive reunion and return for these two to form, capturing the Tag Team Championships in their first match back as a team since losing the WWE Tag Team Championships. Edge and Christian are back on top. As we move on to our main event, The Rock set to defend the WWE Championship against Stone Cold Steve Austin and Hulk Hogan. One massive triple threat Hell in a Cell match. You really got to give it up for this man. 200 plus days as WWE Champion. No man has ever held any world title in this series for that long. The Rock seems untouchable. But one thing that really sets tonight's match apart from every other title defense The Rock has had is that he does not need to be pinned or submitted to finally lose that WWE Championship. And that is a game changer of a stipulation. That is a real risk for the Great One, the WWE Champion. Can The Rock overcome the odds tonight that are so very stacked against him inside Hell in a Cell? Initially supposed to be a one-on-one match between Rock and Steve Austin, this man defeated both men on the road to tonight, which led to him being added to the match.
Representing the New World Order, weighing 280 pounds, Hollywood Hogan.
And I've heard that morale in the back is a little off for tonight's main event here tonight. There is a chance that we could see the NWO in possession of the tag team and WWE Championship, and superstars do not want to see that. They do not want to see an NWO takeover unfold on Monday nights. They may not have much of a choice though. That could be right around the corner. Hulk Hogan has been pursuing the WWE Championship since he made his debut at the very start of Season 1. Initially brought in as the partner of Dolph Ziggler to take care of the real Americans, Hogan made his intentions very clear that he was just helping Dolph Ziggler to get his foot in the door so that he could eventually, well, you've seen the rest. You've seen the NWO. You've seen what they do. You gotta think though, if Hogan doesn't win tonight, this has got to be it for him in the WWE Championship. This man has had a lot of opportunities at that title, perhaps more than anyone else in the entirety of The Rock's reign. And here was The Rock's first ever opponent as the new WWE Champion after Mania.
From Victoria, Texas, weighing 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
The last time The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin met in the ring, it was a 2 out of 3 falls Extreme Rules match. Way back at the end of April. Just 1 month after The Rock had won the WWE Championship from JBL in the main event of WrestleMania 3. And they have not competed since. Austin has worked his way back to the top here, but he does most recently hold a loss in an opportunity for the WWE Tag Team Championships, him and Mick Foley losing to the NWO's Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. The Rock, however, with a very quick 3-minute win over Hogan on Raw. You gotta think Rock's still the odds-on favorite despite everything. Despite the odds being against him. I feel like Austin and Hogan may actually need to work together to try and take out the threat that is the WWE Champion, The Rock. And I know that sounds crazy, but I really think that's a good game plan for this. I don't know that we've ever had a triple threat Hell in a Cell before. I know we've had a Armageddon Hell in a Cell, but I don't think we've ever had a triple threat Hell in a Cell in the past. So this is a unique match right here, as far as I know. So here we go, triple threat main event here, Hell in a Cell's main event. And what better match for it to be than a triple threat Hell in a Cell match? The fans, of course, chanting in support of the man who has dominated the main event scene of Monday nights the entire Season 4. That brand new WWE Championship has not been in the possession of any other man since it debuted the night after WrestleMania 3. It has been exclusively the title of The Rock. 200 plus days as champion. An incredible feat. Next month we have Survivor Series coming your way, and I do believe we're doing things a little different. It will not be a SmackDown versus Raw event for the first time in a while. I mean, initially we had bragging rights, but it will not be a SmackDown versus Raw event. It will be a more traditional event. There will still be traditional Survivor Series styles matches at the event, but it will no longer be SmackDown versus Raw at Survivor Series. One match I'm very much expecting to see is a rematch between CM Punk and Mark Henry for that World Heavyweight Championship. I think those two are very far from finished with each other. I think that was only the beginning here tonight.
These guys will throw caution to the wind and just go full steam ahead. Wow, talk about timing. A swift kick. Huge shot to the midsection.
Double leg sweep takedown there on Austin. It feels like Rock and Hogan have actually kind of been working together here against Austin a little bit.
Very nice reversal there by The Rock. Oh, that elbow's gotta hurt.
Could you imagine if it had been revealed that Hogan had recruited someone into the NWO, someone like Austin in this match? I mean, I'm not saying that would happen. I'm just saying, like, could you imagine to be locked inside of a cell and have both of your opponents actually be allies? That's definitely not the case, though. The NWO tried to take Austin out. Double team DDT there. You know, following Shawn Michaels' attack on Scott Hall this upcoming Monday on Raw, the NWO have said, Shawn, we want you to bring your A game tomorrow night on Raw. We're putting our tag team titles on the line again against you. Whoever you got, you bring him out, we'll face him, we'll knock him down. So once again, Shawn Michaels setting foot in the ring for the tag team titles against the NWO. And now Rock and Austin working together. The power of Bald uniting. Let's not focus on Hulk Hogan's actual haircut. Why does he keep that on during the match, by the way? That's not correct. Is it?
Great match here. But if you missed
That can't be
matches
right.
this week, go to WWE.com.
There's no way he was wrestling with a bandana on the whole time.
Look at this. Look at this. Huge shot to the midsection.
Well, so far we're in the early part of this triple threat Hell in a Cell match. The thing you got to keep in mind in Hell in a Cell is this one can go on for a long time because it's not about just getting that 3 count. It's about getting that 3 count whilst the other opponent is incapacitated and unable to break up that pinfall. Right now you're seeing a lot of double teamwork. I'll tell you now, eventually this one's going to have to really break down and we're going to have to see who is the better man.
WWE Championship.
The thing to expect in this triple threat match is it can end in a heartbeat.
What impact from that suplex?
I'll tell you, if this fight ever takes it outside of the Hell in a Cell, that actually greatly benefits against Hulk Hogan. We all know that he doesn't hit that leg drop unless he can get that extra bit of whiplash off the ropes to build up a bit of momentum. You take the match outside the ring, you take it maybe outside the cell even, and Hulk Hogan becomes a little more defenseless there. The stunner and the rock bottom, you can do those damn near anywhere, but that leg drop has got to be inside the ring. And that's all Hulk Hogan's got is his big finishing move. I guess he could do his big boot. I don't think he's putting either of these two away with just a big boot, though. Hogan has made a lot of enemies in his time on Monday Night Raw. After forming the NWO. I mean, he didn't form it, to be fair. He stole it out from under Shawn Michaels. Although apparently he was the real leader all along, so they say. Shawn Michaels only ever thought he was in control. He never actually was, supposedly. I said it before and I'll say it again. I feel like the real star of the NWO is Scott Hall. That man is undefeated on Monday nights, and I do believe if he wasn't the WWE Tag Team Champion, he'd find himself in the ring with The Rock for the WWE title, no doubt. Rock bottom on Austin, and Rock disregard for Hulk Hogan. That is a very strong form of disrespect from The Rock right there. That is our first rock bottom in this match. I'll tell you now, you can probably expect many more. Austin mocking The Rock here.
Big kick echoing around the arena. Oh, look at this. And he gets out of the way.
Very uncharacteristic of Austin to see him doing that. I mean, not the like the mocking is very characteristic of Austin. I meant just to see him posing like that. Austin is not exactly known for his poses. Well, the thing about a triple threat is it's really hard to say who's got the upper hand so far in this match. I'd say The Rock hitting a rock bottom is definitely going to have done some damage to Austin, but obviously I know that Austin is one tough SOB, as they say, and he's definitely got a lot more fight in him too. It looked like Hogan was going for a big boot there, but Austin just sent him flying over. That back body drop. And can you imagine if here tonight, inside Hell in a Cell, we witness Austin finally captured the WWE Championship or Hogan? It would be history. It would be such a big deal to see that actually unfold. Hogan now coming off the ropes. Looked like he was going for the leg drop, but Rock swiped it with an elbow drop. And now Rockin will roll up on Hogan. Smart move. I'm telling you, I think these guys may need to take this fight outside the ring. It's funny how much they do when it's not a Hell in a Cell match. Like, the fight always spills outside the ring. In any other match, you put a cell around it, they don't want to go outside at all. And here's a leg drop from Hogan. Hogan frustrated there as Rock broke that one up immediately. Did allow the damage to be done to Austin, though. Austin now on the receiving end of both a rock bottom and a leg drop. Suddenly do not like Austin's odds so very much. I think we're still at the early going to this match, though. I'm going to be honest. I feel like this triple threat is going to go on a long time. Elbow to the face, to the chest of Austin, and another one from Hogan trying to outdo The Rock. So far tonight, we have seen a brand new Divas champion in AJ Lee and brand new World Tag Team champions in Edge and Christian. And of course, a new World Heavyweight champion in Mark Henry. But will the World Championship landscape change on both Raw and SmackDown?
Championship on the line. Wild strike misses the target.
Double teamwork by Austin and Hogan on The Rock. And yeah, it looked like Hogan was favoring that head of his for a second there. Trying to keep that weakness out of sight, and Hogan grabbing some steel steps. Oh, never mind. Now Hogan in the ring and going to break that one up. It looked like he was looking to maybe grab a little something from the outside, but a pin attempt was attempted so fast, he got back in there in an instant. Perhaps that's why this fight hasn't spilled out to the outside, as one of them knows as soon as they go out there, they could be away from the action.
Quick thinking to avoid that. Ow, hard kick to the ribs. And we're going back between the
Roll up attempt here by The Rock on on Hogan, sorry, not on Austin.
the WWE Championship.
The Rock taking out the bad knee of Austin. Smart move by The Rock. Rock really taken more of a part-time role recently as the WWE Champion. We haven't seen him as present on Monday nights, but I guess in his eyes, he's beaten them all. He has nothing to really prove. He's just showing up to defend his title when he's required to at this point.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far.
Austin striking away at the face of The Rock, and
Watch it.
double DDT. Perfect sweep takedown, and Austin striking away at the face of the Rock. Hogan seems to be a little dazed right now. It seems like he's taking a little bit extra damage. Both Austin and Rock seem like they still got plenty in them, but Hogan seems to be favoring their head quite a bit. Seems like he can't quite shake something off there. What an incredible night Hell in a Cell has been. We have had something big come of every single match here tonight, it feels. And now a rock bottom to Austin. And Hogan is right there, and once again that disrespect, that disregard from The Rock. Not at all concerned with Hogan's involvement in the match. And it does feel like it's really boiled down to what it was originally billed as. Austin and Rock have really gotten at each other. They have completely started to ignore Hogan in this match. Austin now shifts his focus on the Hogan as I say that. And toss. Looks like they're kind of saying, all right, fine, Hogan, you want to be a part of this match? We'll let you be a part of this match. Both men shifting their focus now on the leader of the NWO. Oh, no, Austin. We haven't seen a single stunner in this match so far. We've seen 2 rock bottoms and a leg drop, but not a single stunner, actually.
Shoulders down. No, they're not done. Not even close.
No.
Look at this. Look at this.
Plenty of double team moves in this match, though, and I mean, I guess that's something natural. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and they're all enemies with each other, so they become momentary friends as the match goes on.
The WWE Championship is on the line. Here's the pin. Title on the line. And an easy kick out there from Austin.
So got some more double team work here, and Austin taking down both men. Austin now standing tall over the WWE Champion and the Challenger, and what is Austin? What was that? Clothesline. Hogan doing some kind of karate pose there? What was that? With his hand? Oh, Rock back in control once again. Austin now perhaps looking to hit a stone cold stunner on Rock. Got him! Dropped the Rock with a stone cold. And Hogan! The audacity of this! Hogan still in the pin! Oh my god, that was so close. Austin was so fixed up on throwing up some middle fingers and running his mouth. He almost lost the match. I think, honestly, Rock kicked out on his own accord there from that stunner, or otherwise I think that would have been it. Austin may have to think twice about that in the future. Smoking drop takes down Hogan, and I gotta tell you right now, you notice Austin favoring those ribs, Hogan favoring that head. Rock still seems to be just fine. DDT takes down Hogan.
Submission locked in, and this might be it.
I don't think we're seeing any submissions in this match.
Look at this, look at this.
How have they not gone outside the ring once, by the way? I really am amazed by that. That, like, unwillingness to use the cell at all. Rock was signaling for a rock bottom, but no one there to receive it. Rock, what are you doing? No, 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 not like this, not like this. Okay, good. And now Hogan getting a rock bottom, and Rock going straight into the cover. Such a huge mistake. You got to take Austin out too. Blithering, drooling idiot is the 2K14 AI. Absolutely helpless at multi-man matches. Cover attempt here on Austin. There's no one here, and The Rock retains the WWE Championship. Maybe not the most eventful way to finish the match, but hey, The Rock is still champion, overcoming those odds. What a monumental win this is for that man. The Rock went through hell tonight, and it took a lot out of him too, I would say that for sure. The Rock still WWE Champion. What a huge way to close out Hell in a Cell. I really thought this was going to be the night we saw it all come to an end. I didn't know how he was going to overcome it. But somehow, someway, The Rock is still your longest reigning WWE Champion in history. History continues, and history has been something incredible for this man. Oh my god, that's Randy Orton! Oh my god! The Money in the Bank holder! Randy Orton! RKO! What? No! No way! I believe this is an official match. This has been signed off. Randy Orton has cashed in his Money in the Bank on the man that cashed in on him back at SummerSlam and then was taken away from Monday nights. Randy was kept away from The Rock. He has been stewing on this for a year and 2 months, and oh my god, no. Randy, no. Randy, no. Oh, the punt kick to The Rock for the WWE Championship. Randy Orton has ended the history-making reign. It has all come full circle tonight, and unfortunately for The Rock, I gotta say it, karma has just bit him in the ass here tonight. Randy wasting no time cashing in, and we have a new WWE Champion. What in the world? What a way to close out Hell in a Cell.